Nightly greetings, one and all. William Theo here, homegrown and happy to bring you PTV News Now. And tops on our breaking stories at the hour, senior citizens and the disabled have something to smile about and look forward to with the new year just barely beginning. The Food and Drug Administration, or FDA, eyes broadening the scope of discounted medicines or medical devices to cover not only the elderly, but the disabled as well. This move to increase the scope of medical discounts was taken up in an FDA officials meeting that discussed the enforcement of AO 2024-0017, which delists the requirement for seniors to bring their medicine booklets when buying their prescription medication. The FDA said it is also studying how to better enforce value-added tax or VAT exemptions under the corporate recovery and tax incentives for enterprises or create law and other discounts provided under various laws to expand benefits. In addition, the FDA is also studying how to better enforce the value-added tax exemptions under the corporate recovery and tax incentives for enterprises or create law plus other discounts provided under various laws for beneficiaries. Meanwhile, the world's richest man is sticking his nose in matters that do not concern him. This time in British affairs and taking on UK leader Keith Starmer, whom he accused of not doing enough to prosecute past cases of child sexual exploitation. VOA's Henry Ridgewell reports.
In recent days, billionaire Tesla CEO Elon Musk has taken aim at the British government in a series of posts on his social media site X. Without providing evidence, he accused the British government of complicity in the alleged failure to prosecute so-called grooming gangs. The cases stretch back over 20 years, involving the sexual exploitation of children by gangs of men. Tim Bale is a professor of politics at Queen Mary University, London.
There was a feeling that grooming gangs, particularly those made up of men from Pakistani descent, weren't being prosecuted and weren't being investigated by police as strongly as they should have been. Partly, I think, because of the police's attitude towards the complainants, mainly working class girls who weren't taken very seriously by the police. And also, some would allege, because of sensitivities surrounding, if you like, the kind of community relations aspect. In other words, police and authorities being scared of being called racist.
Among those alleging a cover-up at the time was the extreme right activist Tommy Robinson, who is currently in jail on unrelated charges. Musk wrote on X that Robinson should be freed and, quote, those who covered up this travesty should take his place in that cell. Musk accused British Prime Minister Keir Starmer of failing to prosecute the grooming gangs when he was Britain's chief prosecutor. Speaking Monday, Starmer offered this response.
Those that are spreading lies and misinformation as far and as wide as possible, they're not interested in victims, they're interested in themselves. Those who are cheerleading Tommy Robinson, not interested in justice. They're supporting a man who went to prison for nearly collapsing a grooming case, a gang grooming case.
Starmer added that, as chief prosecutor, he had reopened numerous child abuse cases and brought the first prosecution of an Asian grooming gang. But Musk later repeated his criticism, labelling the Prime Minister, quote, utterly despicable. Starmer did not call out Elon Musk by name, notes analyst Bale.
Because of his closeness, at the moment anyway, to Donald Trump, Starmer has to be, I think, very careful, has to choose his words carefully, and therefore can't go against Musk by name.
Musk has also criticised German Chancellor Olaf Scholz and openly supports the far-right Alternative for Germany party. Some lawmakers have called for European regulators to take action against X for allegedly spreading misinformation.
I doubt, however, that actually that much will happen in that respect, simply because although Elon Musk likes to see himself as a kind of free speech staunch absolutist. Most politicians in most countries, in most parties, are themselves in favour of free speech.
In a further twist, Musk on Monday appeared to turn on Nigel Farage, a longtime ally of Donald Trump. Musk wrote on X that Farage, quote, doesn't have what it takes to lead Britain's Reform Party after Farage refused to support jailed activist Tommy Robinson. Farage replied that he stood by his position. Henry Ridgewell, VOA News, London.
At this juncture, let's turn to my colleague in PTV's Baguio City studios for what's hot and happening in the Cordilleras. Audrey? And that's all she wrote for tonight. Join us anew tomorrow for another twin bill of breaking stories in the afternoon and evening. And always stay connected by keeping it here for news you can count on. William Theo wishing you all a restful evening, and thank you for watching PTV News Now.